Hi Andrew, this is our next exercise with our troubleshooting module. Yesterday we talked about different processes and methodologies used in troubleshooting, and we referred to this chart here. We'll also use this chart for today's exercise. So for today's assignment, this is the situation here. You are the new IT director for a lawn service company which operates in 100+ locations. So big company. You're the IT director which oversees all of these different locations. You're receiving a lot of calls from the branch managers saying that your ERP system, which is a centralized database for various business processes, is extremely slow. What do? Okay, so let's back up a bit. So you're the IT director overseeing all these 100+ locations. Branch managers from all these locations are giving you calls saying that the system, this ERP system, is running really slow. Basically, just to give you some background or some insight, the ERP system, a centralized database, so just imagine there was one massive database that has all of the customers, excuse me, all of the products, all the services, everything that this lawn care company does. All of these branches, these 100+ locations, feed into that database. So each location doesn't have its own database. It feeds into or accesses this one central database that you oversee. So here's what you're going to do. On a Google Doc, outline the approach of what questions they would ask the branch manager. I'm going to change this to outline your approach because you are the IT director. So these are questions that you would ask. The branch manager calls you and says, hey, my database is running slow. And you being the IT director, it's your job to troubleshoot and solve this problem. So what is your approach? What questions would you ask the branch managers? Minimum of 5 questions. So I'll give you one to begin with. Let's go back over here. So first we want to identify the problem. So one question could be, does the database run slow every time you access it, or just certain times during the day? So that'd be one question. You can use that question as one of your 5 if you'd like. Each question must be accompanied by an explanation as to why that question would assist you in a troubleshooting process. So by asking the branch managers if it happens all the time or just certain parts of the day, that could help you troubleshoot, because if it only happens during peak business times, maybe it's running slow because too many people are accessing the database. But if it happens all the time, then you know that that's not the problem. So one question, like I said, would be, is it running slow all the time, or is it just running slow during certain times of the day? And then the explanation would be, if it's running slow at certain parts of the day or certain times of the day, that's because everybody's trying to access it all at once and it's just bogging down the system. So come up with 4 more questions that can help you troubleshoot. Refer to this guide here to help you come up with troubleshooting questions. Basically what you're doing is just thinking logically. If I had to solve this problem, what information would I need in order to solve the problem? So put that all on a Google Doc, and submit that by the end of the day, Thursday. Again, as always, if you have any questions or get hung up on this, please let me know, and we'll work through it together. Thanks.